welcome back to my Halloween setup, part 3. I'm going to show you this little box I made. I actually call it a control box nickname. As you can see from this point of angle, it just looks like a regular wooden box. If you come around to this side here, I've got all sorts of goodies coming out of it. You've got 4 Edison plugs that come out of it here. There's 8 different air hose connections. You can see they're color coordinated, that's so I know what prop plugs into which connection here, and I don't have to do any guesswork. And then these are just miscellaneous audio and power cables. I didn't feel like making connectors like these or these air hoses for these wires yet. I don't know. I'm kind of satisfied with the way it is now. So let me show you what's going on inside here. Let me take the lid off here, hang on. So first off, you've got air supply, which I actually need to show you this, see if I can dig this out. So right there, you've got a air fitting. My compressor plugs into that and feeds the box with air, and as you can see, it comes in down here and divvies up and goes to 1, 2, 3 pressure regulators. There's 3 props that this box controls, so I've got different pressure settings for each prop, so I can set those there. There's 4 solenoid valves, which 4 solenoid valves and only 3 regulators. I've got one prop that requires 2 solenoid valves that can run off the same pressure. So this last one here has a T down underneath that uses that to control both of those, and then these 2 valves run off of each regulator, which works just fine. And then I've got my peekaboos mounted in there. Excuse me. So the AC plugs that are on these peekaboos, as I think I talked about in a previous video, I use those to control the lights as well. So that's why I've got 2 cords coming out of each one. As you saw outside, you know, there's the plugs for the lights, and then also each one of these plugs goes to a solenoid valve to control those. And then the peekaboos have their animation plugged into it. The trigger wires, they're going to go on the back, that green plug there, and then there's one down in there too. Those will trigger the peekaboos to play their animation. So the goal was to put everything in a box, keep it silent, because you've got a lot of air noise coming from these solenoid valves when the show's going on. And when the lid's on this, it's pretty silent, and then also this box is going to be away from all the action, so you're not going to even hear it, so which makes the props really nice. You just see the movement of the props. You don't hear a lot of extra noise and things going on in the background, so it worked out pretty cool. I've got to do a little bit more detail work with it, run a couple more wires and it's done, but figured I'd show you this because this thing's about 99% complete and it works great. So hopefully the next video I'll show you the coffin, but I'm gonna wait a little bit longer for that. I want that to be more of a surprise for all my friends and peeps around the neighborhood.